Yes, Swarna, could you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, shall we start?
Yes, sir.
How are you?
Fine, sir. How are you, sir?
Yeah, wonderful, right? Today morning at 4 a.m. we came to this place.
Yes, sir.
We'll have the session.
Yes, sir.
So, as told you yesterday, we'll begin from the dual nature photoelectric effect, right?
Yes, sir.
Free, if any problem, any doubt is there, you can ask me.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, dual nature and photoelectric effect, right? Hello?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir. Hearing, sir.
To begin with, the entire universe is the manifestation of two aspects. One
Yes,
is
sir.
matter, other one is energy.
Yes, sir.
So, the link between these two was proposed by many. So, finally,
Yes,
it was Louis de Broglie who put a relation between these two very important characteristics, which are
yes,
the manifestation of the entire universe. So,
yes, sir.
matter means what all objects, planets, the human beings, satellites, interstellar spaces, the interstellar dust, comets, other stars, other galaxies, everything, the entire universe is made up of the matter, of course, which exists in different states, solids, liquids, and gases. And energy will be driving every phenomenon to occur in the entire universe. Whatever phenomenon that is occurring, even to just lift your hand and write on the screen, you need some energy to perform the task. So every phenomenon, every mechanism in the entire universe needs this energy to be executed. So these were very, very, very important things. And we'll be starting with the Planck's quantum theory.
Yes, sir.
So according to this, every source of energy will be emitting light in the form of energy packets. What is the name of that energy packet, ma?
Photons. Sir.
It is basically it was called as quanta.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So earlier they predicted that every source of energy will be emitting energy continuously, but
Yes, sir.
Planck contradicted that, and he said that every source of energy will be emitting energy in the form of packets. Each packet of energy is called quanta, and the energy possessed by each quanta of energy is given by h nu. It is also equal to hc by lambda. Here h stands for the Planck's constant, whose value is nearly 6.624 something into 10 to the power of minus 34 joule seconds, and the c stands for the speed of light, that is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter second inverse. Q stands for frequency, lambda stands for wavelength.
Yes, sir.
And you also know this frequency and wavelength are not same for all the radiations. Just for example, to give you a clarity, I'm just showing you the block diagram of electromagnetic spectrum. Are you noting?
Yes, sir. Noting down, sir.
Fine. Are you comfortable with this speed?
Yes, sir.
Are you following?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here, these are all the different
The
radiation.
screen is not visible for me from before onwards.
Pardon, ma?
Screen is not visible, sir. Only your audio only.
Is it?
Yes, sir.
Earlier also you
Only by audio only I'm writing, sir.
Oh, 1 minute, 1 minute. Me. Could you see the screen ma now?
Yes, sir. Now I can see the screen.
Yeah, okay. I forgot to switch on that share the screen option. Shall we repeat or shall I continue?
Continue, sir.
Okay, very good. So this is the electromagnetic spectrum,
Yes, sir.
because you need this idea to solve the problems even in dual nature as well as photoelectric effect. So
Yes,
here
sir.
I am arranging all these components in the increasing order of wavelength.
Yes, sir.
So this is the increasing order of wavelength.
Yeah.
We know this part very clearly.
Yes, sir.
This is what is called
Sir?
PGR.
Yes, sir. Violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange.
What do you call this region, ma?
Visible region.
Very good. Do you know the wavelength range of it?
Sir, somewhat only.
3,800 angstrom units to 7,600 angstrom units. And here we'll begin with gamma rays, then
Yes, sir.
X-rays, then UV, then here infrared, then microwave. So gamma rays will have the wavelength less than 1 angstrom unit.
Yes, sir.
Have from 1 angstrom units to 100 angstrom units. UV from 100 angstrom units to 3800 angstrom units.
Yes,
Infrared
sir.
7600 angstrom unit to 0.04 centimeters. And these
Yes, sir.
microwaves will have wavelengths more than this 0.04 meters, even up to meters it will have.
Yes, sir.
So this is the distribution of electromagnetic spectrum.
Yes,
As
sir.
you know, the wavelength is increasing as you move from left to right, from gamma rays
Yes,
to
sir.
microwaves. At the same time, the frequency will increase from right to left, correct?
Yes, sir.
So among all the components of electromagnetic spectrum as shown on the screen, gamma rays will have the maximum frequency and the least wavelength, whereas the infrared radiations and microwaves will have the longest wavelengths and the lesser frequencies. Now, if you understand this, then Planck's formula can be easily understood.
Yes, sir.
Have you noted it?
Yes, sir.
So let us see the Planck's formula.
Yes, sir.
According to Planck, every source of energy will be emitting energy in the form of quanta,
Quanta. Yes, sir.
and the energy equivalent of this quanta is only called as photon.
Yes, sir.
So thus, Planck attributed particle nature.
Yes, sir.
So according to Planck, energy possessed by each photon is given by E is equal to h nu and E is equal to hc by lambda.
By lambda. Yes,
Correct?
yes, sir.
Now, this formula is very important for us. This value
Yes,
of
sir.
hc, it is 12,400 electron volts angstrom units. You need to remember this.
Yes,
Problem
sir.
can be solved very easily. And the
Yes,
wavelength
sir.
will be in angstrom units. Okay?
Yes, sir.
The value of hc will be 1240 electron volts nanometers when the wavelength
Yes.
is in nanometers.
Yes, sir.
So this formula is very, very important. And whenever if you see the wavelength in angstrom units, directly you can take the value of hc as 12,400. And if the wavelength is expressed in nanometers, you can take the value of hc as 1240. See, let us do a small example based on this.
Yes, sir.
The wavelength of sodium vapor lamp, light coming from sodium vapor lamp is nearly
Yes,
6,000
sir.
angstrom units. So what is the energy equivalent means? What is the energy equivalent of each photon means? It is 12,400 because the wavelength is expressed in angstrom units. It is 12,400 by
400. 6,000.
1,000. So this is around, yes, 6 twos
Yes, sir.
and 2.06 electron
Yes.
volts will be the energy equivalent.
Yes, sir.
And you know what is the value of electron volts in joules?
Sir,
Value of electron volts in joules.
1.6 into that value.
1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 joules.
Yes, sir.
So this is the energy relation between electron volts and joules. Sometimes
Yes,
we
sir.
need this conversion also. So all these are basics which you need to remember. Next,
Yes, sir.
minimum frequency for the photoelectric effect to take place is that is called threshold frequency So its
Yes.
value is 10 to the power of 14 H. So what is the energy equivalent? Then we'll do it as 6.6 into 10 to the power of minus 34 into 10 to the power of 14 means
Yes.
it is 6.6 into 10 to the power of minus 20.
Yes, sir.
And if you want in electron volts,
Into 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 into 10 to the power of minus.
is it?
Yes, sir.
Think once.
Sir, it is in joules, sir. It is in joules, sir. Divided by 6.6 into 6.6 into 10 to the power of minus 20 divided by 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 9.
Yeah, I put that step there. So no confusion, right, ma?
Yes, sir.
So electron volts, joules. You have to multiply with 1.6 and 10 to the power minus 19 joules.
Yes,
If you want to convert joules into electron volts, you have to divide
Yeah,
that
divide.
by 1.6. So it is nearly 4. And this
4 point something.
10 to the power of minus 1. So this is 0.4 electron volt.
4.1 into 10 to the power of minus 1.
No need, 0.4 electron volts. And what about this in joules, ma?
Into 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 means it is 6.6 into 10 to the power of minus 20 joules.
6.6. 1.6 into 2, nearly 3.3.
Yes, sir.
No tension.
Yes, sir.
Feel free, comfortable. Wherever you had any difficulty, try to clarify your doubt, right?
Yes, sir.
That is 2.06 into 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19. So the earlier value will be 3.3 into 10 to the power of minus 19 joules, right? And
Yes, sir.
these are all basic things. I don't say they will come in the NEET or JEE exam, but because we dealt a concept, I am just supplementing it with a simple problem.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes the question may come like this. There are two radiations striking the sodium surface with wavelengths
Yes, sir.
in the ratio, say 4:5. What is the
Yes,
ratio
sir.
of energies of the photons? And what is the ratio of frequencies of the photons? What is the ratio of speeds of the photons? Yeah, can you tell me?
Yes, sir.
Tell.
E is equals to Hc by lambda. E1 is equals to Hc by lambda 1, sir. E2 is equals to Hc by lambda 2, sir. Energy 1 is energy 2 is equals to Hc by 4, Hc by 5. Sir, E1 by E2 is equals to 5 by 4, sir. So E1 is E2 is equals to 5 is to 4, sir.
Okay. And how will you do the next one?
Mu1 E1 is E2 is 5 by 4. Hc H mu 1 by H mu 2. Mu 1 is to mu 2 also 5 is to 4, sir.
How you did it?
Sir, I found an energy ratio, sir. Using the energy ratio, I applied in Hc by lambda form. H mu E is equals to H mu formula.
E is equal to H nu formula. Okay.
Yes.
Then third one.
It's velocity only.
Whatever you are telling, I am putting on the screen just for confirmation, right?
Yes, sir.
Then third one, how will you do?
It is velocity only, no, sir.
Yeah, velocity.
Velocity.
No idea?
No idea, sir.
Okay. See. Now I'm coming to the concept. and letting you know how simple it is. Already we
Yes,
wrote
sir.
equation is equal to
Yes, sir.
hc by lambda, correct?
Yes, sir.
So from this straight away you must know that E varies inversely as lambda.
Yes,
Correct?
sir.
Therefore,
Yes, sir.
E1 is to E2 is lambda 2 is to lambda 1.
Yes, sir.
The answer is 5 is to 4.
Yes, sir.
No need to put all these equations. Correct?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Correct. Because
Yes,
hc is
sir.
constant number 12,400 or 1240
Yes, sir.
variable. So directly you must get an idea in the mind that as soon as and when you
Yes,
see this problem, immediately this should come into your mind and this should be scripted on your sheet, rough work. Because
Yes, sir.
E is inversely as one lambda, hence E1 is to E2 is lambda 2 is to lambda 1. Therefore, the answer is 5 is to 4. Simple. Fraction of 15-20 seconds. That's all. Next,
Yes, sir.
E varies.
It directly varies as energy is directly proportional to frequency,
Frequency.
sir.
I put this
So
here.
answer is 4 is to 5.
No, 5 is to 4 only.
Yes, sir. 5 is to 4. Sir. 5.
No confusion. So E1 is to E2 will be nu 1 is to nu 2, correct?
Yes, sir.
So what is E1 is to E2? 5 is to 4.
Yes, sir.
Therefore, nu 1 is to nu 2 also is 5 is to 4.
Yes, sir.
Then third one, V1 is to V2. Very important and simple concept. You know,
Yes, sir.
here I advise you to read NCERT textbook, the characteristics of photons.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, today you do it, right? That's it, because
Yes,
you
sir.
know the basic concept.
Yes, sir.
I'll just list out fastly. The specific characteristics of photons are, number one, they are invisible particles. They will be having
Yes, sir.
different frequencies and corresponding wavelengths. Their energies are
Yes,
also
sir.
different. And when
Frequency.
interact with another photon or particle or matter, they exchange
Yes, sir.
momentum and energy. Listen carefully.
Yes, sir.
There won't be any loss of energy or momentum. Only
Yes,
momentum and
sir.
energy are exchanged.
Yes, sir.
Next, the collisions of photons with matter and matter and material particles are elastic.
Yes, sir.
Therefore, the momentum is conserved and energy is conserved.
Yes, sir.
Next, photons are nothing but light.
Yes, sir.
Photons depict the particle nature of light, right?
Yes, sir.
And light, in the earlier we have shown that electromagnetic spectrum.
Yes, sir.
Not only visible light, starting from gamma rays to microwaves, all the components of electromagnetic spectrum shown in that table will have different frequencies, different wavelengths, but they travel with the same speed.
Yes, sir.
Very important property. The photons of different radiations, starting from gamma rays to microwaves, you can note down.
Photons of different.
Photons of different radiations
Yes, sir.
from
From
gamma
microwave.
rays to microwaves
Yes, sir.
will have
Microwave will have.
different wavelengths
Yes, sir.
and corresponding frequencies,
From different wavelengths
different wavelengths,
and the corresponding frequency.
with the different energies. With the different energies.
Yes, sir.
Right in the next line, but
Yes, sir. But
all the photons of these radiations,
all these photons
will have the same
travel with the same.
will have the same speed.
Yes, sir.
So the answer for V1 is to V2 is how much, ma? 1 is to 1.
Same speed. 1:1 only.
Equal speeds means 1 is to 1.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Any doubt? Any question on this?
No, sir.
Understood? Eh?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Today you are reading that dual nature of matter
Yes,
from
sir.
NCERT, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Then
sir.
whatever we are doing now will be useful if you just consolidate your preparation with NCERT textbook, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, ma.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. We'll go to next part.
Yes, sir.
Screen and all are clear to you?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Okay, ma. Then after this concept of photon and the formula for energy given by Planck, then we need to talk about Einstein's mass energy
Photo-
equivalence.
Yes, sir.
So according
E is equal to mc square.
very good. According to Einstein's mass energy equivalence is equal to m square. Now
Yes,
there are some controversies for this term mass that is appearing in this Einstein's mass energy equivalence. That controversy was sorted out by this theory of relativity. According to the theory of relativity, here is a particle of mass m.
yes, sir.
So this is moving with a speed v. For all speeds which are fairly less than c, what is the meaning of c? C stands for speed of light, correct? Swarna.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So for all the speeds of the material particles, which are very, very lesser than the speed of light, mass is constant, correct?
Yes, sir.
Then if the speed of the particle is approaching
Yes,
the speed of light, for example, you have the beta particles. You know, every radioactive substance,
yes, sir.
thorium, potassium, no, sorry, uranium, thorium, radium,
Yes,
etc.
sir.
They emit alpha, beta, gamma radiations, you know. Alpha particle travels with 1/100th of speed of light. Beta particle
Yes, sir.
travels with 1/10th of speed of light.
Yes, sir.
So here the speed is almost approaching speed of alpha beta particles are approaching the speed of light. In that case, mass cannot remain constant. Mass varies, and mass varies according to the expression given by m0 by root of 1 minus v square by c square. This formula was
Yes, sir.
theory of relativity explained by Einstein only. So in this, m is m0. Take this square root to numerator and apply binomial theorem. We'll be getting it as m0 into v square by 2c square. Now,
Yes, sir.
apply this value of m in this formula. It is m0 c square
Yes, sir.
plus half m0 v square.
Yes, sir.
So here, this m0 c square is called rest energy. Means every material particle, even if it is in rest also, will possess minimum energy. What is the cause of this minimum energy, ma? Last year we might have studied before we start this thermal expansion and all. So
Yes, sir.
every substance with its material particles will have some energy by virtue of the translational rotation
Under null motions.
or oscillations motions of molecules or atoms. You got my point?
Yes, sir.
There is one theorem also called law of equipartition of energy in kinetic theory of gases. I don't know whether you have heard it
Yes,
or-
sir. That one studied, sir.
Yeah. So there, for gas molecules, they refer it. The
Yes,
gas
sir.
molecules can have translational energy, rotational energy, as well as vibrational energy. Also,
Vibration energy, sir.
the molecules of solids can have only vibrational energy because there's no enough intermolecular space to vibrate or oscillate.
Yes, sir.
Therefore, what is the conclusion from this is even every matter, every material particle, when it is rest also, will possess minimum energy called the rest energy. The
Yes,
additional
sir.
energy by virtue of its motion, kinetic energy, is given by half m naught v square, and this should be applied with relativistic correction to those particles whose speeds are comparable to the speed of light.
Yes, sir.
If the speeds are fairly less when compared to the speed of light, mass is assumed to be constant. The mass
Yes.
will increase only when the speed of the particle is comparable to speed of light according to the formula by applying the relativistic mechanics given by m is equal to m0 by root of 1 minus v square by c square. So you
Yes, sir.
know how to solve it? We'll 1 minus v square by c square to the power of minus 1 by 2 you will get, correct?
Yes, sir.
You take it to the square, numerator, this becomes 1 minus v square by c square to the power of minus 1 by 2. And there is a
Yes.
binomial theorem. What is that? 1 plus x to the power of n will be equal
Yes,
to
sir.
1 plus nx. Means
Yes, sir.
minus 1 by 2 will come here. That's why I'll get m is equal to m0 into 1 plus v square by 2c square.
One.
Right,
Yes,
ma'am?
sir.
So this
Yes.
relativist, remember very well, relativistic correction should be applied only when the speeds of the material particles are comparable to speed of light. Please make a note of it.
Yes, sir.
Einstein,
So once more.
yeah, please write down. Einstein's
Yes, sir.
relativistic correction of mass,
Convention of
relativistic correction of mass, write that formula there, this formula. M is equal to m naught
Yes, sir.
by root of 1 minus v square by c square
Yes, sir.
is equal to m naught into 1 plus v square by 2c square.
Equal to m naught
Into 1 plus v square by
plus
2c
v
square
square by 2c square. Yes, sir.
can be applied
Can we apply? Yes, sir.
only when
Only when
we approach a c.
we approach a C. Yes, sir. Written, sir.
There v means speed of the particle.
V means speed of the particle. C is speed of light, sir.
Good.
Yes.
There also put note and write when v is very much smaller than c, m remains constant.
V is very much small. One remains constant. Yes, sir. Written, sir.
And then after that you can take this expression.
Yes, sir.
E is equal to mc square is equal to m0 c square plus half m naught v square.
Yes, sir.
This m naught c square is nothing but rest energy,
Yes, sir.
and half m naught v square is the kinetic energy by virtue of motion.
Yes, sir.
Right, ma?
Yes, sir.
Now, the next step is linking these two things. Earlier one is the Planck's quantum theory, and now we have
Mass
Einstein's
equivalence.
equivalence. So these two are linked in the de Broglie's dualistic nature.
Yes, sir.
So he used the Planck's quantum theory and Einstein's theory
Yes, sir.
of mass energy equivalence. So according to the Planck's quantum theory, E is equal to hc by lambda. According to the Einstein's mass energy equivalence, E is equal to mc square.
Yes, sir.
Now, These two are one and the same, correct?
Yes, sir.
Here also Planck is talking about the energy packets of
Yes.
electromagnetic radiation.
Yes, sir.
Einstein is talking about energy of a material particle, energy when a mass m annihilates to become energy. So
Yes.
equating them, we'll get
HC by lambda is equals to MC squared.
yeah. You can cancel C here, and from this I'll get yes. Lambda is equal to
H
by m.
by C. Yes, sir.
For other material particles means this is for photon.
Yes, sir.
Photon means particle of all these electromagnetic radiations like X-rays, gamma rays, ultraviolet,
Particles which emit light.
infrared,
Yes,
and microwaves.
yes, sir.
For photons. For other material particles like alpha particles, beta particles, positrons, and so on. Many particles are there. Around 200 particles are estimated to be present inside the nucleus.
Yes, sir.
Bosons, gravitons, lambda particles, xi particles, like that. Many particles are there. So
Yes, sir.
for all these particles, material particles, the formula becomes, they're not electromagnetic, they are material particles. So it is
Lambda.
is equal to h by mv, or you can also write it as h by p.
Yes, sir.
Lambda is equal to h by mv. There is nothing but lambda is equal to h by p. This p is equal to mv is nothing but the linear momentum of the particle, correct?
Yes, sir.
See, here is the important relation that the de Broglie could get.
Yes,
This lambda talks about wave, correct?
yes, sir.
Wavelength. A wave possesses the wavelength.
Yes,
And
sir.
P, momentum. Momentum is possessed by particle.
Yes, sir.
Therefore, de Broglie clubbed the Planck's quantum theory of radiation as well as Einstein's mass energy equivalence, and
Yes, sir.
it could get a relation between the wavelength of material, the matter waves, and the momentum of the particle. So, matter, every material particle will have waves. They
Yes,
are called
sir.
as matter waves. So, just I'll try to show you a small thing. So, the waves associated along with the material particles, they are called as matter waves.
Yes, sir.
So different scientists conducted experiments and
Yes,
they did the diffraction experiments with electrons.
yes, sir.
Yeah, could you see any photo, ma?
Yes, sir.
So these are the photographs taken when the electron beam was try to magnify it. I think now it is clear.
Yes, sir. Visible. Sir.
Yeah, you can see this is
Yes, sir.
the electron beam, and a crystal was kept. So the scattered electron beam was photographed, and these were the photographs. This is exactly
Yes, sir.
what I learned in diffraction, single slit diffraction pattern. Do you remember?
Yes, sir.
Optics,
In
physical,
Young's double slit experiment.
yeah, in physical optics, you could have seen this. So this is
Yes,
the
sir.
diffraction. Just the whatever photograph they got by subjecting the electron beam with the elastic collision with the crystal, resulting this photograph, which is exactly equivalent to, similar to, yes,
Yes, sir. Yes,
single
sir.
slit diffraction pattern with light.
Yes, sir.
So from that, Louis de Broglie, using this, confirmed that not only electron, every material particle, electrons, protons, beta particles, all the particles which are existing inside the atom will be exhibiting particle as well as wave nature. As far as light is concerned, light exhibits wave nature. The phenomena which could be explained using wave nature are in reflection, refraction, interference, diffraction, including polarization.
Yes, sir.
Whereas the same light could produce photoelectric effect. What
Yes,
is
sir.
the photoelectric effect? The ejection from the metallic surface due to the
Projection
incidence
of
of light.
electrons from a metal surface
Exactly.
is
So this
called
is the photoelectric effect.
Yes, sir.
So whenever you deal with the photoelectric effect, you cannot explain it by applying wave theory.
Yes, sir.
It's impossible to apply
Yes,
wave theory and explain the photoelectric phenomenon. Similarly, there is another
Yes, sir.
phenomenon called Compton effect.
yes, sir.
Even Compton effect can be explained only by applying this particle theory. So thus, Louis de Broglie got an idea to club the Planck's theory, radiation, Einstein's mass energy equivalence, and finally he arrived at a formula equal to lambda is equal to h by p, whereas here lambda stands for the wavelength of the material particle and p stands for yes the momenta. Thus, the dual nature will be exhibited by every material particle, and every wave will exhibit particle nature. I repeat once again, every material particle will exhibit wave nature, every wave will exhibit particle nature depending on the circumstances under which a phenomenon is happening.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, another photograph also is there to confirm that particle nature of these particles, wave nature of the particles.
Charge over.
Yeah, these are all from reference books. Jimansky, University of Physics in Jimansky, restrict and holiday books. Just I am trying to give you a more clarity
Yes, sir.
diagrams. So even these are the photographs directly taken by subjecting. Yes, you can see a bubble chamber. There are cloud chambers, bubble chambers, ionization chambers. These are all the devices to study these particles and their nature. So these are the two different paths traversed by two electron beams. It's clearly written. A bubble chamber image showing where two electrons and one positron are after a gamma ray entered the chamber. So you can see electron and positron
Yes.
have spin in opposite directions. One is having clockwise spin, other is moving in anti-clockwise spin, because you know positron is the anti-particle of electron. When both are subjected to the same magnetic field, they are spinning in opposite directions because the positron is the anti-particle of electron. And he also said the
Yes, sir.
matter waves of these electrons and positrons will interfere. Even interference phenomenon can be explained for the matter waves of these material particles. So these are the closely moved wave packets of any pair of particles can also interfere and give you the interference phenomenon. So these are all the photographs. Many other things are there which support the dual nature of Louis de Broglie.
Yes,
So
sir.
he finally confirmed after collecting lots of information from different experiments and his mathematical logic to club the Planck's quantum theory and Einstein's mass energy equivalence. Finally, he arrived at this equation: lambda is equal to h by p, and this is known as de Broglie's wavelength. Very important formula. Some small deductions are there which are important for NEET as well as JEE.
Yes, sir.
Important deductions will come now from this formula. We'll
Yes, sir.
conclude our class today with that, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. First of all, this is the de Broglie's formula. Lambda is
H
equal
by
to
P,
H by
lambda is equal to H by P.
You know, kinetic energy and momentum of a particle are related by
P square by 2m.
p square by 2m. So P is equal to root of
2m
into
into
K.
K.
Therefore, I can write the formula for lambda as H by
H by root over 2mk.
K. Based on this, you can expect some problem like proton and
Yes,
alpha particle.
yes, sir.
They have the same kinetic energy.
Yes, sir.
So, what is the ratio of their wavelengths of the matter waves? Means lambda p is to lambda alpha is
Yes, sir.
root of, immediately you should get this, m alpha by mp. What is the reason? Planck's
Because
constant
it
is
is
constant.
direct inversely proportional to the root of m, sir.
Yeah. So directly you should get that idea. H is constant. It is given K is constant. So lambda varies inversely as 1 by root m. Therefore,
Yes.
lambda p by lambda alpha is root of m alpha by mp. M alpha 4 times mass of proton
Yes,
by
sir.
mass of proton. So the answer is 2:1. Correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So in general, you can write it as
Sir, one small doubt, sir.
uh,
Sir, here 4 how we put, sir?
yeah. Mass of alpha particle is 4 times the mass of proton.
Yes, sir.
Proton is shown with hydrogen atom.
Yes, sir.
So mp is nothing but mh.
Oh, yes, sir. Now got it, sir.
Okay. So in general, for the, you may not get proton and alpha particle. So in case of any two material particles, so the ratio of wavelengths is inverse ratio of their square root of.
Lambda 1 by lambda 2 is equals to root over m2 by m.
Yeah, this is to be remembered.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
Yeah, sometimes you will be given the, you have to sort out all these formulae. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Read NCERT textbook and sort out all the relations what you are getting today now.
Yes,
And you
sir.
know, any charged particle Q, because proton possesses charge,
Yes, sir.
electron possesses charge,
Yes,
positron
sir.
possesses charge, neutron possesses charge. So if
Yes,
this
sir.
charged particle is accelerated by a potential difference V in any field, then the kinetic energy gained by it is K is equal to VQ, correct?
Yes, sir.
So,
Sir,
lambda,
neutron has zero, net charge 0 only, no, sir.
huh?
Neutron charge is 0 only, no, sir.
Deuteron, not
Yes,
neutron,
sir.
deuteron.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir. Deuterium. Yes, sir.
This is neutron, right?
Yes, sir.
This is a deuteron, DUU.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes,
so
sir,
lambda
yes,
now
sir.
will become lambda is equal to h by p. That is h by root of 2mk. So same formula can now turn to be h by root
H
of
by root of
m into
2
q into v.
Q.
Correct?
2
In place of k,
lambda.
I put qv.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, suppose for electron.
Q.
So it is q is nothing but e. 1.6 into 10 to the power of
Of minus 19, sir.
and mass 9 into
9.1 to 10 to the power of minus 31.
kilograms.
Yes,
So substitute the values.
yes, sir.
H value
2 m value and q value and h value substituted.
yeah, you substitute, and if you simplify, this turns to be 12.24
4 by root v, sir.
angstrom units. Very, 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 very important formula for your NEET or JEE exam.
Yes, sir.
Very important.
Yes, sir.
Now, from this, I'll get another ratio. Lambda varies directly as root V.
Yes, sir.
Huh? This
Yes,
is
sir. Yes, sir.
particle with
For a particle with S, sir.
same mass and same charge. Correct?
Same mass and the same charge. Yes, sir.
So, what ratio you'll get from this?
Lambda 1 by lambda 2 is equals to root over V2 by V1, sir.
Root over V2 by V1.
V1, sir.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
So, today I'm concluding here.
Yes, sir.
It was very auspicious. I thought of starting it.
Yes, sir.
A lot of journey strain was there.
Yes, sir.
But still, because today it is auspicious, just I wanted to start the activity today
Yes, sir.
at the class. So, read NCERT textbook from what all we discussed today.
Yes, sir.
Tomorrow, I'm going to use the law of equipartition of energy, where the kind of energy of a material particle will be equal to 3 by 2 kT, K for Boltzmann constant and T for absolute temperature.
Yes, sir.
So we are going to link to that, and after
Yes, sir.
completing this dual nature, we will do some selected models of problems and then switch over.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay, ma?
yes, sir.
Any doubts, any questions in this?
No, sir.
Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
Good day.
Thank you, sir.
Tomorrow I will communicate the time, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.